This is Ashley Victoria Robinson coming to you live from the Popverse at C2E2 here on the cosplay competition stage with Pro of Pros and Cons Cosplay, who just won the big prize as Nikki. Welcome and thank you for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm still reeling. It's fine, but I was so excited. This is awesome.
For anyone watching, it happened mere moments ago. So for anybody watching who's maybe not familiar, tell us about Nikki. Tell us why you chose this costume.
Yeah, when I compete a lot, and so over the pandemic, I developed an addiction to cell phone games, and Love Nikki was one of them. It's a great game, and this is one of the outfits from the game that I saw online as I was kind of searching around for costumes for C2E2, and this is what I chose. It's a lot, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself as a cosplayer? What types of characters are you usually attracted to?
I like bigger, badder builds. Anything that's got a lot of detail. Lately, I've really been into ball gowns, so I've done several of those. I've done Sakizo. I've done Final Fantasy costumes. This is my first one from Love Nikki, but it was fun, so hopefully I'll do another one. But yeah, I'm part of a cosplay duo, Pros and Cons Cosplay, and we both compete and build big, shiny things together. So.
Can you talk a little bit about working as a duo on this piece specifically?
We didn't work together on this one. I did this one myself. She was my emotional support person throughout the process as I'm like, which blue is better? Which gold? Do these match? You know, but so she was immaterial today, just like running around and making sure I was fed and watered. So it was good.
When you have tasks like matching golds, matching blues, is that the thing that's the most challenging when you're making a cosplay?
Absolutely. I get hung up on the dumbest of details. And so I'm like, I got to start over. The seam is weird. Or, I don't like the way this fits quite right. We're going to redo this one thing. So that's probably the hardest part of this one for sure. Is like, I want to redo it and make sure it looks like how I want it to on stage. So, yeah.
So besides color matching, are there any details on here that were particularly challenging or maybe fun to overcome?
Yeah, I tried a lot of new things for this costume. It's got pretty much a little of everything from sewing to needlework. My favorite bit, I think, is the silicone that I did. So the little windows at the bottom, as well as the horse and the Trojan situation here, is all silicone. I cast that myself after designing it myself and doing some sculpting myself. And it was a really fun challenge, and it worked out really well for the dress.
Is silicone a medium that you'd ever worked in before?
I hadn't worked with it before. I was like, I need something that can travel well, and this was not only hefty, but it travels really well. It's a fun product, and it's always fun to get to use chemicals when you cosplay, right? So it was really good, yeah.
I have to ask about the crown because it is so magnificent. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came together?
It is hefty. It's a hefty goil. It's actually like office folders, right? Like what you put paper in, and Warbler. And I used the same gold pigment that I used in the silicone in the crown, so that the golds match or are more similar. Just a little floral wire, some gems I have or cast myself, and just a little bit of some additional warble and some felt, and it magnets into my wig, so there's like metal in the top. So yeah.
All right, so you said wig first, not me, and not to get too personal, how heavy is the whole ensemble?
It is a hefty costume. Actually, the silicone is very, very heavy. It's also upholstery velvet, and so what I did was underneath the underpinnings, there's 3 different skirts, 5 skirts total, 5 types of underpinnings, but my biggest one is actually 13 yards of screen netting, like what you would put on a screen door, and that keeps the velvet and the silicone from crushing the rest of the dress. So it's very heavy, but nice because of all the corsets that keeps everything in place, and it's not too bad.
So winning here today means that you're going to take your creativity to London.
Holy moly, I still can't even believe it. I can't believe it.
Is there something that you're most looking forward to or maybe most intimidated by? Because we like to be honest here about going to London.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to win here because the competition was so stiff. I mean, to win amongst all these incredibly talented people was wild, and to get to do that on an international stage is just unbelievable to me. So I'm nervous, obviously, but I'm excited to meet cosplayers from around the world and get to learn more skills and meet new friends across the world. So it should be exciting as well as nerve-wracking.
From a talented Amazonian cosplayer such as yourself to all the viewers out there, what's your best advice about people who want to get into cosplay and making?
Just do it. It's one of those things that cosplay is totally choose your own adventure. If you want to be in a contest, you can do that. If you just want to hang out with your friends and do weird nerd stuff in your backyard, you can do that. Just put on a costume, have fun, and that's how I started, and I recommend everyone do the same. It's great.
So here in the Popverse, we celebrate the best in TV, movies, and comics. What are you geeking out about right now that you're not working on? Dun, dun, dun.
Geeking out about right now. I'm geeking about everything. I finally can get caught up now that I'm not sewing on things, on all the Marvel movies that I've missed. I love video games as well, so I've been playing a lot of like the Tales series, so I'm looking forward to getting back into gaming. Yeah, that's what I'm into right now. Yeah.
And last but not least, for anyone who wants to see more of your amazing talent, what you're up to, the journey to London, where can we find Miss Pro online, and how can people best support you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, at Pros and Cons Cosplay. We also have a website, Meet Pros and Cons, and we kind of just post all of our weird shenanigans. So please follow us. I love talking cosplay anytime.
Pro, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations on the win. You are incredible.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you so much.